Hi there, this is Mark Ittleman, speech-language pathologist, and welcome to the Teaching of Talking and the Teaching of Talking training. I was reading something this morning that made me start thinking about principles of speech therapy. And it was a quote by Tony Robbins, who had said, "It's not what we do once in a while. It's what we do consistently." Okay, so it's not what we do once in a while. It's what we do consistently. Okay, so I read that and I started thinking about it, and I realized that that is also one of the principles of achievement in just about any aspect of human endeavor, especially speech. If you have a person with apraxia who's having difficulty making the sounds of speech, that person has to learn how to produce many of the speech sounds all over again. And quite often, with one of the techniques we use, we have to actually manipulate the tongue and manipulate the lips into certain positions so that they can produce a P or a B or a T or a L or just about any sound in speech. And it's a very in-depth process, but it really works. And the reason why it works is because most of us, especially those with strokes and aphasia, many of them were able to speak before. And what typically happens in many cases, not all, but in many cases is if you get those speech structures, the tongue and the lips and those aspects of the speaking mechanism, if you start moving them in the right direction to make sounds that the person had been making correctly for years and years and years, often there's a reconnection of the brain with the production of the sounds, and they are able to say those sounds and say those words with consistent practice. Now, I'm going back to that word, consistent practice. Consistent, what does it mean? Consistent means is that if you go to bed at a certain time every day, that's you consistently go to bed at that time. If you eat certain foods, you consistently eat those foods. What it means basically is that you do it on a regular basis. And you can't expect, and please take this to heart, you can't expect to recover speaking if you're not consistently doing the work that is required to improve an apraxia or to improve an aphasia. Now, the problem is, and we get contacted from people all over the world, the problem is that there are many therapists who were trained in various methods of speech therapy for apraxia and aphasia and realized and are realizing that many of those techniques and methods really don't work. I mean, I spent over 10 years practicing speech therapy with people with aphasia, realizing what didn't work. And then when I really realized what didn't work, I started to use my own mind and my own creativity to find out what did work. And when you're committed to something, the answer often drops right in your lap. So let's look at that phrase one more time. It's not what we do once in a while. It's what we do consistently. If you look at your life, or you look at anybody's life who has achieved anything, and continues to achieve everything, they follow a certain principle, and that principle is consistently. It means they do it, and they do it each and every day, or they just do it. It's a part of their routine. It's a part of their living, and that must occur with speech therapy. You can't really expect to progress if you're a once in a while kind of person, especially with a severe problem like apraxia or aphasia. If you'd like to find out more about aphasia or apraxia, or how we're teaching caregivers today how to help their loved ones at home speak, how they're learning methods that many speech therapists don't even know, contact us at support@teachingoftalking.com, or come visit us at our website at teachingoftalking.com, or just get in touch with me. We also offer a free initial consultation where you can meet with me online. So there'll be a bunch of links underneath this video. So please check them out and realize that time's a wasting. You know, in life, that's such a great expression, and I use it quite often with the patients I see. Time's a wasting. You know, we never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, we never know what's going to happen next week or next month. So time's a wasting. If this is something that you know that you want to help your loved one do, or if this is something that you know your loved one needs, then get on the horn, because, you know, time moves very, very quickly. We know that. You know, 1 minute we're 16, the next minute we're 20, the next minute we're 30, the next minute we're 40. I mean, time goes by very quickly. And if this is really what you want to do, let's do it. So there's lots of links down below. If you want to speak to me, if you want to contact me, if you want to look at the products that we have to help you learn how to help your loved one speak who has apraxia or aphasia, check us out. Check down the links below, or decide that you want to speak to me personally, and let's set up an appointment for that. There'll be a questionnaire for that underneath, and all you have to do is fill out like a 1-minute questionnaire and send it to me, and then I'll be back in touch with you before you could say Jack Sprat could eat no fat. Okay? So it's been great saying hi to you, and we hope that you have a nice day today, a nice week, a nice month, a great year, and a great lifetime ahead. Thanks a lot. This is Mark Hittleman, speech language pathologist, teaching of talking. Bye-bye now.